I think it's really interesting the fact that the one iteration of the Abrahamic faith that isn't everywhere in Western religion is the one that most directly calls out some of the more egregious things that happen in Western religion. And to clarify, when I say Western religion, I am fully aware that Christianity and Judaism they didn't originate in the West. I fully understand that. But I believe that at this point where we are in society, there is a version of Christianity and Judaism in the West that is so wholly removed from its origination that it may as well be its own religion. But I finally had a chance tonight to sit down and read, and I think that this is a really important two verses that say quite a bit in a way that is very direct. Unlawful gains. This is, sorry, my apologies, 9, 34, and 35. O believers, indeed, many rabbis and monks consume people's wealth wrongfully and hinder others from the way of Allah. Give good news of a painful torment to those who hoard gold and silver and do not spend it in Allah's cause. The day will come when their treasure will be heated up in the fire of hell, and their foreheads, sides, and backs branded with it. It will be said to them, "This is the treasure you hoarded for yourselves. Now taste what you hoarded." It is incredibly important to recognize how much money is in the Western church. How it has become less about spreading the message of God and more about making money so that your leaders can spread the message of God. And that is something that we should be sitting on as people, as believers, and really coming to terms with. No iteration, the Bible, the Torah, or the Qur'an, talks about giving large sums of money to our religious leaders. It talks about tithing. It talks about giving a portion of your wealth, but it never talks about, in fact, it avidly says we should not be giving large sums of money to the church. I think it's really important for us to remember that even in the Bible, Jesus flipped tables in the temple, right? Like, he came in and was like, is this a place of God or is this a marketplace, right? And these are lessons that we do not teach as often anymore in the westernized version of these religions. And maybe that's because those are incredibly difficult concepts to grasp when they're just parables, which is something that I find deeply interesting and really important about the way that the Qur'an is written, is that it's just plain and clear. It doesn't use a parable of Jesus coming in and flipping the tables. It quite just outright says, don't do this. You're not supposed to be using your congregation to make wealth. And not only are you not supposed to do it, but should you be doing that, you'll just burn in hell with that wealth. I'm really coming to understand that if money is the root of all evil, there is a power in saying what we do with our money and what we do with our faith should align very directly.